Today I want to talk to you about a game called Hogwarts Legacy, which is due out later this year. It's based off of Hogwarts, of course, the Harry Potter world, where you will play a character who is brand new at Hogwarts, and you'll be experiencing the Hogwarts Legacy and fantasy first person. That should just be about all there is to say about this game. But there's so much more being said about it, and today we're going to take a look at that. Now, as a lifelong game player, I just want to go ahead and say the trailers, including this 15 minutes of gameplay we're taking a look at right now, makes it look like this game has a lot of good details, a very decent story, a lot of mini sub-games and cool stuff to do. My guess is right now it might be along the lines of a Red Dead Redemption, a Grand Theft Auto, one of these awesome worlds that are really feel deep because there's a bunch of stuff in it. So I do expect this to be at least a half decent game, hopefully quality as well, but I think it's going to be impossible to know with the reviews because people have lost their minds. To begin with, there's a large group of people who are very upset that sales from this game will directly go to benefit J.K. Rowling, the creator of the Harry Potter universe. Because she owns the trademarks, she will absolutely benefit from sales of this game. And because she has come out as transphobic or anti-trans or whatever the right phrase is here, a lot of people feel like she no longer deserves to benefit from the Harry Potter world. And Rowling absolutely has not backed down from that opinion. In fact, about a month ago, she doubled down by tweeting about a trans person who said trans people and trans supporters should not buy the game, and her basically pointing out on Twitter that she thought that was ludicrous. And of course, on top of Rowling's remarks, don't forget that Hogwarts Legacy's original lead designer used to run an anti-social justice YouTube channel. And all of this has convinced that there will be serious social messages in Hogwarts Legacy, specifically anti-woke stuff. And all of this boiled over to the point that we actually now have actors like Sebastian Croft who play parts in the game apologizing for participating in it. And look, I get it, Sebastian Croft is a member of the LGBTQ, so he doesn't want to upset his own community. But at the same time, I think it's okay to get the paycheck here, Sebastian. This conversation actually was so toxic that on Reddit, one of the cesspools of the internet, the /r gaming circle jerk subreddit actually came to a form of collapse, and instead of just circle jerking about games, actually stood up against this game, and you can only imagine how that panned out on Reddit. That got activists so riled up, they actually went to the Steam page to tag this game for people who are wanting to pre-order as being transphobic or experiencing transphobia as part of the game. And as usual, because of the Streisand effect, this has basically signal boosted this game and gotten a lot of people who would not have otherwise been aware of it, all the Harry Potter fans, all the gamers and everybody else that know, people on the right, people on the left, to be aware of this game, and it's actually really impacted sales. Hogwarts Legacy is currently the #1 seller on Steam and has been for quite some time. Hogwarts Legacy is listed on Amazon as the top-selling game on PlayStation 5 right now, and it's listed on Amazon as the #2 seller on the Xbox Series X and S, behind only Modern Warfare 2. So people are pretty damn excited for this game. Now, one of the biggest issues that I think we as gamers are facing today is the fact that review bombing exists, but it gets a lot more complicated than that. If you're the kind of gamer like me that waits for the reviews to buy a game, you never really know what to trust anymore. When it comes to professional reviews, there's plenty of reviewers out there who are afraid of negative backlash and will give a game a positive review based on the politics of it. At the same time, you'll also see a lot of users slanting it in a different direction because they're not afraid of a backlash, and so even if the game is good, they will downvote it or give it a 0 rating. With Hogwarts Legacy, I don't think it's possible for us to trust any reviews. There's going to be so many people either upvoting it or downvoting it due to their political agenda. You're going to see critical reviewers doing the exact same thing. All we really are going to have to go off of is the trailer and whether or not you like Harry Potter, but the quality of the game itself is most likely going to get misreported on YouTube and elsewhere. Now, me personally, I haven't pre-ordered this game or really pre-ordered any games in a really long time because I don't trust the gaming industry anymore, so I don't necessarily recommend you pre-order this game, even if you like Harry Potter. When it comes to my personal politics, if you tell me you're a woman, I'll treat you like a woman. If you tell me you're a man, I'll treat you like a man. I don't really care. Give me your pronouns pronouns, I'll use them. It doesn't really affect me personally. So I'll just go ahead and treat you the way you want to be treated. That's how I would want you to treat me. For the most part, I disagree with what Rowling has to say about trans people, and I'd like to think I reflect that both in my personal life as well as online. But that said, I probably will still play Hogwarts Legacy if it's good. And before you ask, yes, I still eat a Chick-fil-A from time to time as well. Come on, I'm a fat guy, okay? I'm not going to let my politics stand in the way of fried chicken if I'm not going to let my dying body stand in the way either. Come on. I mean, let's just be honest. I grew up at a time where Michael Jackson was being accused of terrible things, but then also he was allowed to continue to make music and videos and everything else, and they still played him on television and the radio. So you really can't blame me for being a little bit morally gray compared to everybody else in today's society. And I personally feel that it's entirely possible to still support trans people in the LGBTQ community while still playing this game and eating at Chick-fil-A. And also at the same time, I also do not believe that buying this game is somehow sticking it to the people that you disagree with. This is not going to hurt anybody on the planet, you choosing to play this video game. So don't waste your time if you're not interested. At the end of the day, I think all of this is a little bit crazy to me. I think you should play Hogwarts Legacy simply because you want to play the game, or don't play it because you don't want to play it. But at the end of the day, this is not a political virtue signaling point. This is not going to save anybody's life or get anybody killed. It's just a video game. But unfortunately, I think this is what our society does these days. Even though this is a game that hasn't come out, just like when Joker had not come out, people project their politics and feelings onto it and make sure that people know how they feel and use it as an opportunity to discuss their politics and feelings. And I just think that's silly. We don't even have a single review for this game yet, so how could you possibly make a judgment call? But as usual, this is just one man's opinion. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I know you're going to let me know in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again.